welcome to Harmon Garage. This is going to be an interesting video. I got some good news and I've got some bad news. So first off, I'm going to show you the good news and then we'll continue after that. So as you saw in the last video, with the exception of cleaning stuff up, everything is done on this truck. We just need to route wiring and do all that. We got everything working. We got the Holly wired up, hooked up, everything's working with that. So, it's time to start it up. There's the good news. Fire's right up. Everything's working good. All our air fuel ratios are good, everything's working. And then you come over here and see that our temperature is only at 140 degrees and we have 12 pounds of oil pressure. We didn't know a whole lot about this motor when we started, and we just when I had it apart to clean it up and put the cam in it, everything looked new. Looked like it was a brand new fresh build that had little to no runtime on it. So I talked to the owner of the truck and we decided that we were going to put it together and hope for the best, and that's what we did. And now we got everything done and got it running, and the best just ain't there. So I'm not sure what's wrong with it. I know the cam bearings were good because I did look at those before I put the cam in, so it's got to have a lower end bearing that's spun or something like that. So we're gonna get a short block and swap everything over and put it back in. But good news is everything works right, it runs. Bad news is it needs a new bottom end to the motor. So it's not that big a deal. We'll pull everything back out, we'll switch everything over, and we'll drop it back in there, and we'll go do our payoff video. So just wanted to give everybody a quick update on where we're at. This thing's awesome, it's ready to go. Just got to take care of this one little problem. Today I just kind of want to do a walk around video and show some of the upcoming projects and stuff that I got going on. Kind of a little tour of my junkyard, I guess you'd call it for now. So we're just going to kind of walk around and I'll show you what I got going on, and just kind of a fun video. This is my shop truck. It's a 77 C20 flatbed. It's got an inline 6 in it. It's seen better days. I've got new dash for it, got new door panels for it, got new carpet for it. I'm gonna clean it all up and make it a little nicer just for driving around and stuff. Then I've got my 85 C30 5. It's a GMC dually. I got an all aluminum 6.2 LS motor I'm building to put in this one with the 4L80 Transit sitting there. This is going to be my tow rig for pulling my trailer and hauling heavy stuff around and everything like that. There's a 74 Nova. This is a customer's project, friend's project. They started trying to put floor pans in and just decided that wasn't something they could do. So we're gonna finish up these floor pans, clean it up, make them right. I'm also putting exhaust on it. We got the stuff for that. Got these new Flow FX mufflers from Flowmaster. It already has headers on it, so we're just gonna run back off of the headers and put those mufflers in and put some turn downs on it. Got this 4x4 here I call Redneck. We're gonna take the bed off of it. It's a 83 short bed 4x4. We're gonna take the bed off it, put a flat bed on it, build some winch bumpers, put a big block in it, redo all the interior and everything like that. Got a 83 crew cab, 3/4 ton. It's got a 350 with a granny low 4-speed in it. We're going to cut this one down to a short bed and then switch it over to 1/2 ton suspension. It's for a customer friend also. So we're gonna do that, put a new door on it, clean it up a little bit. And this one is called Lieutenant. And when I get ready to make a video on this, it's got a really cool story behind it I'll explain to you. But it's a old fire department brush truck. So I'll fill you in on all that later on. And let you know the story behind that. But it's just a roller, no motor, no trans. Got another truck back there with a 454 and a granny low 4-speed in it. We're gonna put that in there. I got this 0 turn for nothing. It needs some love, and we're gonna make a video fixing that up so I can start using it to mow the yard. This is a 76 Chevy C10 350. Picked it up cheap, motor's no good. So I got a lot of big plans for this. We're gonna build a burnout truck / drag truck for Cletus and cars, and probably take it on hot rod power tours, stuff like that. And definitely it's all gonna be stripped down, so I'm not worried about the interior or anything like that. We've got, you guys might recognize this truck from the introductions to the videos. This is a 82 GMC. It had it's a burnout truck. I built that 5.3 liter that we're gonna set in this one and get it going again when time allows. Got 82 Suburban. This is gonna be an interesting project. I got some special stuff lined up to do on this one. I have to walk back around. Got cowl hood. I have to walk back around. There's no hinges on the hood, so I can't open it up from the side, but it's got a pretty hot little small block in it. It's built transmission, so it's gonna be a fun little toy. I don't know how good you can see that. I'll see if I can get you up in there over the scrap pile. Take a look at it. It's a pretty hot little small block. It runs real good. Got tons of parts everywhere. It's a little windy, sorry if you're having trouble hearing me. This is the drag truck. It's getting a 454, 2 kits of nitrous, roll cage, all kinds of stuff. It's full-on small tire drag truck. Call this one Longhorn. It's a 76 C20 Silverado, 2-wheel drive. It's getting a 350 with a turbo 400. This is probably going to turn into my daily driver once I get some work done on it. It needs cleaned up, obviously. It's rough. It's been sitting for 21 years. So, and then this truck I've had sitting around here for probably 4 years now. It's an 81 GMC. It's going to my father. He's wanted a C10 and kind of likes to hang out with us and do the square body stuff, so got a motor and trans lined up for this one too. We're gonna put it all together, clean it up nice, not restore it or anything like that, just clean it up, make it a nice looking truck, and then we'll give that to him. So that'll be a pretty cool deal when we get around to that. This is the old gray mare. I've had this Suburban for a long time. It's got about 420,000 miles on it. And at 420,000, the transmission decided to give up on me. So I've got short block in there in the videos, or long block actually, I'm sorry, I'm putting together. We're gonna stick that in here, and then I'm gonna switch it over to a 5-speed manual transmission and clean it up. I want to do a full restoration on this one. I've had it for quite a while, and my wife and family like it, and I like it. So then we got the wrecker, 73 C30 custom deluxe. It's got kind of a homemade wrecker bed on it with a gin boom. It's kind of neat. Dual winches. With the wrecker set up back here. And it's got some serious body issues. So this is actually the one I'm going to pull the 454 and the SM 465 out of and put in the brush truck dually over there. But you can see it's rusted out all around the windshield frame. Both front fenders are shot, doors are shot. Cab's in good shape though. Rockers are good, cab corners are good, but doors are shot. So not in a big hurry for this one. It's pretty neat. I definitely want to get it going, but it's not at the top of the list. So a couple other projects we got. These are actually my nephew's projects. He works with me, and he doesn't want to be on YouTube. He doesn't like the YouTube thing. You'll probably see him from time to time, but these are his trucks and I'm helping him work on them too. So I got this 74 Chevy C30. We call it Pennywise for obvious reasons. Looks like a clown truck. He's building a 6.2 diesel that we're going to turbocharge and put in here. It's got an SM 465 transmission. We like those trannies. So, but he's cleaning it up. He drove it a little bit. We bought this truck without a motor in it. Had the transmission but no motor, and I had a 250 inline 6 laying around in my shop that I knew was a good motor because I pulled it out of another C10 to put in something. So we were just wanting to move this and have it be able to move, so we dropped the inline 6 in it and got it running. He drove it around for probably 3 or 4 months with that inline 6 in it, and it did pretty good. But one day the piston ring on the #1 cylinder decided it didn't want to be part of that relationship anymore, so it packed up and left. So that gave us a good reason to go ahead with the diesel motor that he wanted to put in it in the first place. So we're going to do that. This is also his truck. This is a 1980 C10 custom deluxe. I built this truck for him for his 16th birthday. It's real clean, one owner truck. Only had 13,000 miles on it when I dug it out of a field in here in Texas. And I built a pretty hot little small block and put in here, and it wasn't enough for him. So we got a hold of this 454, and it puts out about probably 600 horsepower at the flywheel, maybe 650, but it's pretty mean. And he's driven it around a little bit and figured out that that's just way too much motor for this truck. So it's a 454, but it's actually a 468. It's a motor that's built for nitrous. We got it from a guy. We've seen the build sheet on it. It was used to do mud drag racing. So this is the motor that I was telling you about earlier that's going to go into the drag truck, and we're going to put nitrous back on it and let it live out its life doing its thing there. And then we're just going to put together another decent little running, good sounding small block put in here so he can get back to just driving it. So that's about it for the projects we got as of right now. There's no telling what else we're going to come up with. Next week we might have 3 more or 3 less. There's always something going on around here. This is James, my nephew. He's gonna open up the hood. We'll show you that inline 6 we put in here. It's freshly coated in black oil, as it's got that crankcase ventilation system on the valve cover, and when that piston ring packed up its bags and went to greener pastures, it poured oil out of everywhere. So it's pretty cool. He took it to a couple car shows and drew a lot of attention, because it's not every day you see a 1-ton dually with an inline 6 in it. But like I said, it did the job. It ran around pretty good until it didn't anymore. So that's about it for now. I just kind of figured I'd give you guys a little story about what's coming to the channel, what kind of projects we're going to be working on. We still have that Toyota in the shop that I showed you before, and that's next on the agenda. That's another friend customer's car. Got to get that done. I've had it sitting around here way too long. So just kind of wanted to do a short video, show you guys what's coming up on the channel here. So y'all have a good one, and we'll see you next time.